everyone, it is Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to another episode of Once Upon a Time as we jump into episode number 14 for Season 2, with several episodes left to go, which is crazy to think about, but it's going to be very, very exciting to see what does happen, especially with the fact that Emma, Henry, and Mr. Gold are on their way to try and find Rumpel's son, with a lot of worries going on for Mr. Gold, not just in terms of the possibility that the reunion could be fractured or whatnot, but also with the fact that he's not able to use his magic. He's quite vulnerable at this point, and yeah, it's quite an intimidating time at the minute. But we had Attack on Titan last time on Once Upon a Time. It's because I've just started watching Season 4, so it's all good. But we had Focus on Tiny, who we saw previously in episode number 6 of this season. And we saw Jack as well, and how the hatred between the giants and the humans escalated, especially with the betrayal of Charming's brother teaming alongside Jack and invading the giants' land. So yeah, it was a really, really solid episode. Not the best, but it was still very, very good to have that bit of exploration to why the giants were more sympathetic than the humans, as elucidated in episode 6. So yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this episode out. So with that said, let's jump into episode number 14 of Season 2 for Once Upon a Time. Let's go.
I can't say that I won't be frightened. But this is a chance I've been waiting for all my life.
He wants to prove himself, but
you know,
he's just... It's not going to look good. Spoiler alert, Mr. Gold.
Just
people are not going to be too enthusiastic.
Doesn't mean you are.
Oh, I know that.
Really think you can just walk up to him and stab him in the heart with your sword?
Well, I prefer my hook, but I can't find that now.
You're not going anywhere.
I deserve my vengeance.
Just improvise.
Right. You're right, you do. And with the Dark One gone, we can search for the one magical item that can actually kill him here. His dagger.
No. Oh, yeah, this is it.
Folks don't like to advertise their whereabouts. UPS package for 407.
Maybe you should have said FedEx.
Maybe. Maybe you should have said pizza delivery. Uh-oh.
No.
Neil? No. No, no, no.
Whatever you're gonna tell me now.
No, Bart's better. Don't worry, you can keep yelling at me when we get there.
Yo, oh, whoa, yo, whoa.
Don't worry. Emma's really good at kicking.
Wait, so the father of Henry
running away for a long time
is
now.
the son of Rumpel.
Now I have a feeling he's equally adept at it.
Watches. Ran into a friend of yours.
Oh!
When you see what I have in here, you're gonna listen.
Yeah!
You're gonna believe every word I say.
Yeah, right.
It was a typewriter.
Let me go.
Maybe we met for a reason. Maybe something good came from us being together.
Henry. He doesn't know, does he?
Not that I can think of. I just went to jail.
Trust me, tell him you can't find me. You do that, you never have to see me again.
And this is it. She's going to be looking out for Henry, because Henry believes that his dad is 6 feet under, so...
I'm Seer.
Oh!
No, that's not possible. You must have overheard someone speaking.
Rumpelstiltskin, the son of a coward, raised by spinsters.
Yeah, that could be passed off as just eavesdropping on the Rumpel's hopes.
Did I overhear that? She's already with child.
I'm to be her father?
Your wife will bear you a son,
It's not yours.
but your actions on the battlefield tomorrow will leave him fatherless.
I'm gonna die.
Oh,
You must tell me how I can stop that happening. Difficult to read, and never. What do you think?
And it can create that anxiety, really. I am liking this side from Rumpel, though, like how he's confiding to Henry.
Son got away.
It's a map. God may not have hidden the dagger here, but I believe he's left us the next best thing. Its location.
Can you
But
read
what if it's a trap?
Unlucky for you,
What if
ladies.
he's...
I'm quite adept at finding buried treasure.
What if he is misleading you?
So Rumpel's is Regina, the evil queen.
Actually, his step-great-grandmother.
And she's also his adoptive mother.
Oh, it's so weird.
Question, is that a horse, of course? Now grab yourself a cow. Get ready.
I'm sorry, so what did you say?
A cow. The saddles
Moo.
we just got in. Made from the finest leather. We call them cows.
Okay. I thought they meant cows. Like, let's ride on some cows. No way! So this is how he gets his limp? Ballsy, bloody hell!
We had a deal. A deal. No one breaks deals with me. Hey!
Oh, snap!
Leave her alone.
From the same fate I suffered, growing up without a father.
You sentenced him to a fate much worse.
Oh, that's...
Your son.
That's cold.
What else could I do?
You could have fought, Rumpel. You could have died.
You don't mean that. You don't mean that.
This is really shitty.
Is this my son?
No, my dad was a fireman. He died.
Oh no, this is awkward.
That's what you told me. You said...
Is this my son?
This is all a big kerfuffle.
You know, I think I'm gonna stay here for a little while.
Oh no.
Well, take a look at this and see.
Oh my god, Greg! Greg!
To kill Snow White, Prince Charming, and Emma. Our enemies will be vanquished, and you will be blameless in the eyes of the only person who matters.
Just trip over a brick.
Wanted to forget.
You can see Emma's sentiments. Because she was different
I
then.
was thinking of me, not you.
I thought you were different, but you're just like her. Regina. She always lied to me, too.
Oh, that stings. That's brutal.
Sorry. I can turn the clock back. Make you 14 again.
No,
We can start over.
no.
14. I don't want to be 14. Again, are you insane?
I can't make up for the lost time, but I can take away the memories. Pain.
Take away who I am. No thanks.
He's molded into Neil.
This crap over me. Letting me go. Now it's my turn. Now I'm letting you go.
Sorry.
I don't care.
Ow.
I didn't get closure, so you don't either. Gotta go.
You can't blame him for wrestling with that pain.
It will take many years and require curse.
There we go. Oh, and there we go.
Powerful enough to rip everyone from this man.
Which thus leads to what?
Yes, there's more. I know it. Tell.
To see the path you must take, there is only one way. Take this burden from me.
Gladly.
And this is, yeah, there we go. This is how he becomes a bit more powerful.
It's nice to meet you, Henry. I'm sorry it took so long.
It's okay. You didn't know.
This is it for Henry. He's had to wait like a decade, really, for his parents to be known, really.
You wanted to give me your power. To free yourself from this torment.
In time, you will work it all out. Wait,
Power does come with a cost, I
as
guess.
gratitude, I offer you one piece of the puzzle. The boy will be your undoing.
Oh, whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Then I'll just have to kill him.
No, you're not! Oh my god! So, what the heck's oh my god! Can you go through with it? Can you really go through with it, though? What the hell was that episode? In a good way, can I say? Because Bloody Bay is revealed to be Neil, and now you have that, like, prediction, or, well, you can't really call it a prediction, can you, with the abilities of a seer, but with that comment about Henry will be Rumpel's undoing, unless, I don't know. I'm trying to think back to the Buffyverse, because the Buffyverse always comes up with futuristic prophecies and comments, stuff that will happen, and there's always a little twist in there, and I'm wondering if that's going to be the same applied with Once Upon a Time, that it might not be as straightforward as what you might as what the seer is saying, especially with the complications alluded to in this episode of seeing into the future. So yeah, I'm consider me stunned. That is probably I don't know, one of my favorite episodes for once. Just with how they didn't draw out the whole reveal bit. They revealed it within the first 5 minutes and are like, hey, so remember Neil, who was Henry's father, but he doesn't know that? Well, it turns out, honestly though, I'm still in shock, because I would never have imagined that Neil would turn out to be Bay, and as soon as you saw Emma track him down and the reunion between the pair started, your mind's just going a million miles per hour a second, because you suddenly come to the conclusion, this isn't a coincidence, right? Because, yeah. It's just so messed up, and I thought the Doctor's family history was bad, in terms of the complications. But now you're looking at how Henry has David as his grandfather. He also has Rumpel as his grandfather. And oh my god, I'm just thinking of just everything going on at the minute, and you know what? This family is a big cluster. Yeah, but all in a very, very enjoyable sense. Wow, it's just so mad, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, this was a really, really great episode, though. Like I said, I'm glad that they didn't stretch out the whole reveal for too long in this episode. Like I think we kind of had an idea as soon as Rumpel boarded the plane, and you saw the you saw that close up, the nerves hit there, and alongside the lack of magic that he possesses, of course. I think you had an idea that either the next episode or the episode after, we would finally get to meet Bay, in not Storybrooke, because but in, I guess, Earth, because of course we last saw him in the Enchanted Forest, which we saw again, but in baby form. And yeah, the reveal was just so satisfying, because not only is it us getting to know that Neil is Bay, but also the fact that we have Emma and Neil reunite after a decade. We have Henry finding out the truth regarding his father, after he was told that lie about his father dying, and Emma trying to protect Henry, and it's all just a big mess. And you feel so bad for Henry, because now he's found out that for a decade he didn't know. He did know about Emma, hence he came to her door. But in regards that they weren't around for around a decade, and yeah, it's just so crazy, because the family tree is so complicated, especially with Regina intertwined in there, and oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, this is a good thing about Henry, though, unless, like, Regina does marry again or something like that, and she is still the adoptive mother of Henry. He's gonna have, like, he has three parents. He has Neil, he has Emma, he has Regina. It's just so weird, just thinking about Rumpel being into... Oh my god, it's so complicated. And like I said, I thought Doctor Who was bad, but this is just taking the cake. I really loved that scene as well, with Snow and David. They're just, like, so perplexed. They're like, okay, well, so Rumpel is Henry's grandfather, but I'm also his... Yeah. It was just so great, like, seeing them all work out this now complicated, but in a great way, family tree. And I'm really excited to see what's going to come from this, because of course with Neil and Gold, with the fact that Neil is not wanting anything to do with his father, especially when he brought up the obsession about magic and turning him back into 14 again, and essentially erasing the pain that followed. It's just going to bring Neil back as a reminder that this means you're still obsessive with magic. And oh my god, I just love this. I just really, really do love this. It's a... Like, this episode was probably my one of my favorites, like I said, just with everything that came about. And then after the reveal, it was everyone just trying to process this, because Henry's found out that his mother's been lying, and even made that comparison that Emma's like Regina, and that was like, oh no. And then you had Gold and Bay. They had their talk, that reunion that he has longed for like, nearly 3 decades. You have just everything going down. Neil and Henry getting to know one another. So I really liked how this episode delved into the post-revelation reactions from all the characters. It was very, very much needed, in my opinion. But also the theme about fatherhood as well, because you had this episode going back into flashbacks about how Bay would potentially grow up without Rumpel if he were to die in the Ogre Wars. And we even got exploration to why Rumpel ran. And honestly, there's a lot of pain regarding Rumpel's decision to just leave, because Mila is basically saying, you know what, if you died, you would have had my love, but because you cared about wanting to be with your son because of essentially your own daddy issues, then yeah, I just think of you as a coward. So, and this is it though. Like, I get why Rumpel decided to. I mean, he even did a drastic thing in injuring himself, and thus he got the limp there. But, and, you know, should he have injured himself? You know, maybe not so much. But, at the end of the day, I get it. I get why Rumpel did what he had to do. He didn't want to put his son in the same position that he was in. He wanted to grow up raising his son. He wanted to be there. I mean, of course, there's the whole thing about Mila probably ridiculing about the seer and whatnot, like, oh, you believed a bloody seer and all that. But I feel like with Rumpel, there's always been an element of power fixation, like even before he became the Dark One. Because I feel like after he initially dismissed the seer, it was still lingering in his mind. This is pretty interesting information to process. And then when he got affirmation, yeah, it suddenly became so worrying, and he couldn't die. He couldn't die and not and put his son through the same situation as he was in. So I can understand why Rumpel did what he did. It's not so much about cowardice, it's so much about love, and the love that this is it. He just has that father's love. About the idea that he could have a son, and getting that affirmation once he walked through the door. Yeah, you can't really blame him. So I do feel so bad for Rumpel at the end of the day with his decision to run. So yeah, it is just disheartening. Like, I mean, he shouldn't have injured himself, I guess, but he wanted to make it believable, and yeah, it's just a mess, because, you know, you're taking this big risk about assigning yourself as a coward, because you just want to be there rather than put your son through the same situation as you went through. He just has that fatherly love at the end of the day. And I think that's always been very, very present in Rumpel's character, when he was consumed with power. Even in this episode, there is a lot of pain especially after Neil decided to shun him. There's a lot of pain residing in him, because he has that fatherly love at the end of the day. So yeah. But yeah, it was just really, really great. As well as just, you know, finding out, like, just everything blowing up with Emma and Neil as well. Like, this is the great thing about this reveal, though. It's not just about the fact that we found out that Neil is more than Henry's father and he's actually Rumpel's son. But it's also exploring the whole sticky mess with Emma and Neil after their little affair in Tallahassee. Tallahassee, should I say. And there's also Henry finding out that, oh, you lied to me. So there's a lot of, like, exploration with this whole revelation. It doesn't just open a singular avenue about Rumpel finally being reunited with his son and exploring the mess that that is in, but also the mess of Emma and Neil about the fact that Henry's found out that Emma's lied to him. So it's like, and I just love it. So it's a complicated family tree at the minute, but I'm here for it. Oh man, but yeah, I really liked the whole fatherhood element that was a theme in this episode with Rumpel finding out that he was going to have a son, and the whole idea of how Neil grew up without his father. Well, I'd say grow up because he was like around Henry. I think, funnily enough, I think he was around Henry's age when he decided when he went through the portal. So there's a nice mirror there because Henry spent a decade without his father, and Neil only had like that decade, and then the rest of his life he was without father. So there is that to contend with. And then there's also the whole parallels of Henry not about Neil not knowing that Henry existed and was pretty much surprised as much as Henry was, and the whole mess about Rumpel and Neil. So yeah. But other than that, we also had the briefcase scene, which that really stunned me as well, because I was thinking at the time of Tallahassee when August showed up and showed Neil, oh, you're going to believe. I was thinking, okay, it's not going to be a typewriter, right? Because the way they've played this mystique going on, it's got to be something more. Turns out it was, but that wasn't the important thing. It was about the fact that the paper says, I know you're Balefire. So, yeah, I was just thinking that, there's got to be something more than just a typewriter, because I think we saw that when August first showed up in Storybrooke, and there was still a lot of mystique about who he was when this was before the Pinocchio reveal. So, yeah, my mind was thinking, after that moment, it's gotta be more than a typewriter, right? But like I said, that's not the important thing in this situation. So, yeah. But, yeah, moving on, because there's a few other elements that we should touch upon, such as Regina and Cora. Oh, Regina. I need her to just pull away from Cora, but Cora's got her wrapped in, and yeah, especially with the fact that she can promise Regina about the fact that once they do find this dagger, which, you know, there's that hope for me, like there was that hope for me, oh, Rumpel will have an idea that whilst he's gone, Cora, Hook, they could probably take advantage of the situation and try to find ways of making Rumpel vulnerable. So he's going to clean up all areas before he goes. So yeah, but yeah, we have Cora saying that they can use his dagger and have that control. So Regina will be blameless and Rumpel will be the blamed once they get their revenge on, well, I say revenge on Snow and Co. and all that, so Cora just never fails to make me mad. But we also had Greg. What is his deal? Like, I you do have an idea of what Greg's deal is, but it's just that he's also someone that is not sitting well in my gut, because he is compromising Storybrooke by, oh, you won't believe what I've captured, so... And I do hope that this all leads to something greater than him just being someone who is potentially going to compromise Storybrooke. But I just... Yeah, I don't think I've got much confidence in that. So, Greg, no, just no. But yeah, apart from that, this was a really, I say a really, really great episode. That's an understatement itself. Fantastic. One of my favorite episodes, just with how they didn't, beat around the bush with the whole reveal, and then that, like I said, it not just it's opened more than one avenue in terms of exploring this reveal. So, yeah, it was just really phenomenal stuff, as well as getting more information regarding Rumpel and his past and why he decided to flee from the Ogre Wars, and just the sorrow that comes behind his character, I feel. Especially the decision to injure himself, return home, and have to, I guess, unknowingly take that punishment of being branded a coward. So yeah, but it was wonderful, phenomenal, holy dang. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!